It's so dark and gloomy and rainy outside. Let's snuggle up and crochet together. Today we're going to work on my Hygge-thon blanket, which is the Make-A-Thon group that I'm a part of. We're all making the same Hygge burst blanket by Not-A-Crawl. And so we're like just a little over halfway done connecting all the squares. So I have a 6-row, one, two, I have 6 rows done and we need 10 total. So we are getting pretty far. I so now that I've done this for a while and been working on it for a while, I really enjoy this pattern. It is so pretty. It's so cute. I love how all of the squares connect together in the different color schemes and all of that. It just turned out really cute and I'm super happy with it. I'm working on connecting another row, so I'm going to work on that today while I sit and chat with you guys. I think it'll be fine shooting a video. I'm very careful about not showing somebody's pattern and stuff, but she does do a video on connecting these, so I think it's probably fine if I do that while we're doing the video together. Okay, so I laid all of this out on my table in my last video and put all the color schemes together and how I wanted it. And so when I was connecting the first 20 squares, I had gone to a friend's house and I messed it up because I should have put the squares in rows, in groups of 8, and instead I kept it in the 20 that I originally had. And so then when I connected the first 2 rows correctly, and then the third row I had 4 leftover squares, and so I connected them on the back end and they should have been connected on the front end. So it completely messed up my color schemes. And so now every row I'm going back and I'm just making sure that there isn't colors next to each other. So I'm kind of bummed that I did that, but that was my bad. I was not paying attention and I screwed up. So it's fine. You know what? Honestly, when everything's together, you really can't tell. It's there's just so many things going on, so many colors, so many groupings that it just really doesn't matter in the big scheme of it all. So I'm not too worried about it. I think it's fine. I am happy with how it's turning out, so that's all that matters, right? I don't normally make a lot of things for myself since I own a crochet business. I end up making things for other people and markets and all of that. And so it is a lot of fun to be able to have a selfish make because I don't get that very often. So it is fun to have that aspect with this blanket. This blanket by Not-A-Crawl Crochet is the Hygge Burst, and the pattern itself for the squares is so easy and so much fun to do. She offers a video on her YouTube channel how to connect it all and how to join it all, and it's great because it's a join as you go. So you work the border on one square and then the border on the other square, like you'll work the one side, and then as you're working the second side, you're connecting it to the first side. And so it's really super easy. And once you wrap your head around how it's done, it goes so fast. I think that's the worst part for me when I'm doing granny square blankets. The thought of joining all of that together just seems so daunting and so not fun. But This one, I like this. Like I would probably do this join on any granny square that I did because it just works up so quickly and it's like therapeutic to put them all together. Yeah, so you can see like how quickly it works up. I did a granny square a long time ago. Actually, I didn't finish it. I started it a long time ago and I should actually finish it now because I am a lot faster at crocheting now that I do it, daily. But yeah, I started this one granny square. It was like a yellow and black and gray granny square blanket. And it matches this chair that I have upstairs. And when I went to join it all together, I like slip stitched, I think, or maybe I whip stitched it. And I just was not happy with how it was turning out. And so essentially it just turned into a big project in a bag in my basement. And I should go back and like redo it and like actually do the edging like this because it works up so much quicker and it's so much more like pleasing and appealing to the eye. So yeah, we connected our first square. So now what we're going to do is so we went across here to connect it and now we'll come up this side so that we lay the foundation to connect the next square. And I will link Not a Crawl's video down in the description box so you can watch that. And if that's something that you would like to use for a join on one of your blankets, then you can see the instructions for that and how she recommends doing it. If you ever get the chance to do a make-a-thon with another group of people, I would totally recommend it. This has been literally such a fun process. Like, so we have a group of 40 women all making this same blanket, and everybody's using different yarn and stuff. A lot of them are using the original. I guess there's a good group of us that are still using like the original yarn from the pattern, and then there's a group of us that are using like, I don't know, Hobby Lobby yarn and things like that. So um anyway, but it's so much fun because like we're all in a group chat together and these girls are a hoot and it's been so much fun to like watch them like laugh and joke and all of that with each other. And it's just been fun. Like it's been rewarding to be in this group and like be able to have encouragement. Like there's been a few girls who have been kind of behind on squares, and like the other girls are just encouraging them to keep going. And we're seeing pictures of everybody else's squares, so then it kind of like makes you want to get going on yours. And so it's really kind of a cool concept, like the make-a-thon, or that make together type of concept. It's just really neat to have that. And I'm like, man, if we could have a make-a-thon for like market prepping, that would be so much fun. Yeah, it's very rewarding to have like another group of people there kind of cheering you on and encouraging you to keep going and to finish the project. And I don't know, it's just, I think that when you have other people there with you and like doing the same thing with you, and like like you understand that everybody's busy and everybody is um they got lives, and sickness happens and different things like that. And like there was some people that have been traveling in the group. Some of us have gotten sick, and I don't know, just like different things have popped up. And so everybody's been, like everybody's had struggles in, like not being able to work on the project maybe every single day. And so it's just cool to kind of have the other group of women that are like, yeah, like I'm having a hard time finishing this, and I'm having a hard time, I have sick kiddos or whatever. And so just knowing that like you're not the only one that's like feeling like you're behind or whatever. It's just, I don't know, it's encouraging. It's encouraging to have other people there with you. I think that's just the way it is with everything, right? Like doesn't matter what we do, if we have others there with us encouraging us, it does make life a lot easier just in general. I love how the join on this blanket creates kind of a like a lifted, like she calls it almost like a, what did she say in the video? Almost like a lifted braid pattern. And it's really cute. I love how it just gives it a little bit of texture. And it's really cute on the blanket when you lay it out. Have you ever, so if you crochet or knit, have you ever made a full blanket before? I would like to know in the comments because I would like to know your experience with it. I've made a few blankets over the years. Mainly, I guess early on, I mainly made stuff for my kiddos, like baby blankets and stuff, which, when you're making baby blankets, they work up super fast, right? So it is a lot more fun to make those because they're quick to do. But like making a full size blanket is a lot more work, right? So I don't know. I just wanted to see what you guys thought about that, if you've done that and what your experience with it was. Did you finish the project? Because I know a lot of us, we start some of these things and then they get stuck in our whip pile and put away and then kind of forgotten about. Just like that yellow blanket that I said I had started, I started that probably, my goodness, like maybe 8 years ago, 7 years ago. And that blanket literally has been sitting in a bag in my basement since then. And I know it's there and I need to just do it and finish it. Especially, well, I think now too that I crochet all the time, I realize that a lot of these things really don't take as long as I thought they would. And so my perspective now, like to do a blanket like this, my perspective is has changed a lot. Like I'm not so worried about it taking forever, right? Like I don't know if that makes sense. I think just cuz I know like it's not going to take me that long. Like I could feasibly do this blanket in a month, right? So then in my mind, I'm not like working on it for the next 10 years. So I think that that changes a lot too. And I do look at, because I have to, like if people send me items that they want made, I have to be able to look at that item and give them an estimate of how much this item is going to cost, right? So to do that, I have to look at it and determine how long it's going to take me to make that. And for the most part, I've gotten pretty good at estimating the amount of time. Like I look at like the number of stitches in a project and like how many rows there are and things like that. And so then I can kind of determine this is going to take me a couple of hours, or if it's a blanket, it's going to take me probably a month to work on. You know, not that I work on it 24/7, but it's, it's going to take me a lot longer. And so I've gotten better at being able to like, I guess, judge how long something will take. And then I don't feel so, I don't know what's the word, like I don't feel so like overwhelmed with the timing of things because I can kind of guesstimate a little bit better than I used to. So what has the weather been like where you live? We had like really nice weather last, like the end of last week, and yeah, I guess it's just the end of last week, like because the weekend got cold again. um and like so we had like warm, like 70-80 degree weather, and now we're back to snow and chilly weather outside, and it's like gloomy, and ugh, it's just not that fun. I don't like when it's cloudy outside in the spring because I want it to be like sunny and cheery and happy because it's springtime. Okay, my phone shut off way back here. I My phone completely like shut off because it ran out of memory. I had deleted a bunch of stuff out of my phone and then I forgot to delete the delete folder. And so it still was sitting full of the memory that I thought I had deleted. So I've been talking to you all through here, and my kids came down and they were like, "Your phone's off." Like, yep, that sounds like me. I wish like on the back side of the iPhone there was like a little like red dot or something saying that it's still recording or not recording or whatever. So, anyways, that is typical of something I'm involved in. So, it's fine. Luckily, I don't mind rolling with the punches. Anyway, so I've talked to you about all kinds of things that now I don't really remember because I paused and decided to go have lunch and regroup because I was annoyed that it shut off. Here we are sitting here regrouped. I actually ended up watching Hooks and Healers. She has a new vlog out, and so I was like, you know what? I just need to clear my head and watch something fun. So I was watching her vlog. She was doing she was showing like a granny square blanket that is making for her new recliner, and she's doing a new crochet pattern for like a group of like deep sea ocean fish. And so anyway, she was showing all of those things. So I thought it was fun. She was showing like her pattern, and or not her pattern, but like the fish that she made. I've been wanting to publish a pattern recently. That was kind of my goal for this year, was to publish a pattern. And I have two patterns that are written up. I need to get them actually on paper or like on like in Canva, and then get them published and like get them tested and stuff. But I keep getting sidetracked with other stuff. And so that's my problem. I I do really need to buckle down and get this figured out though, because I want to that was my goal for this year, was to get a pattern published. So I do need to like focus and just do it. I also, with crocheting, I also like reading. And so I have like, well, I have a bookshelf over here and it's full of books um, that I haven't been reading because I've been crocheting. And I told myself this year I want to get back into reading, even if I only read one book a month. 2 years ago, I read over 80 books in a year. And I was so excited and so proud of myself for doing that, because I a lot of times never finished, like I would start a book and not finish it. And so I was really proud of myself for reading that many. And then last year I didn't read like hardly any books. And I don't want it to be that way. I want to read along with crochet. And so I kind of been like doing some audiobooks. And so I have my Goodreads where like I track all the books that I read and stuff. And so I can link it down in my description also. But it's just I want to get back into reading and like focusing on, like, even if I, like I said, if I do one book a month, it's better than not doing any at all. So, and with crochet, I do think like audiobooks are super easy and available. And so that would be a good way to keep me in the loop of the reading world. Plus, I can listen to audiobooks and stuff when I work out and not feel like it's completely like just a crochet thing. Actually, I do like to listen to audiobooks even like when I'm cleaning, like just having like a audiobook in my ear while I do that is kind of fun. I I try to stay focused. It is a little hard to stay focused sometimes, but I do try to stay focused, and I do rewind if I get unfocused. So my house right now is like uber clean. And so I was gonna ask you if you guys watch Kylie Perkins on TikTok. I think I think she has a YouTube channel also. If she does, I'll link it below. But I watch her on TikTok normally. But she's a cleaning gal, but she just is like very motivating in like this tough love kind of way. Like she's like, no excuses, get up and just clean your house. And I don't know, I just think it's kind of funny because I think her and I's personality is very similar. And so I think that's probably why I like her. Um, but so like I said, I told you guys earlier, well, unless it got cut off, I don't know. But I've been sick. And so I had like this really nasty, well, I think I had the flu, but I just was like not motivated to do anything. And my body was like weak. Like I was just so tired. And so to get up and clean, that felt very overwhelming to me. Like cuz I just didn't feel good. And so this week, I guess, I've felt a lot better. And so I was like, you know what? Like, I feel like I have energy and I can do this. And so I was watching Kylie's TikToks and I got up and I was like, let's do this. And so, like, spent an entire afternoon. I cleaned, like, pretty much my whole main level, like, vacuumed and cleaned the bathroom and all of that. And it just felt so good, especially since like we had been sick. I was like, I want to clean everything and give it a good scrub down, and clean the air change, not clean, but change the air filter and all of that stuff. So anyway, so I got all that done, and thanks to Kylie, I got some good cleaning and I feel very accomplished. I also like her morning routine where she gets up and makes her bed every day and then like opens her window and just like gets some fresh air like right out the get-go. And that's like right up my alley. Like I really enjoy doing that just because I do feel like that morning sun, like getting a little bit of sunlight on you and fresh air, like it just really kind of sets the tone for the day. So it's a very like, I don't know, just happy and encouraging kind of channel to watch. And so I do enjoy her. She does get a little bit of lash back from people because they're like, she's mean. And I don't know, I again, like she's kind of like my personality, like just very straightforward and no nonsense. And that's kind of how I am. And so it fits my personality well. So we just finished a weight loss challenge with some friends of ours, and not to gloat, but we won. And so last night we went out to dinner, and our um our local town has like this fire pizza place. And so that was like our reward dinner. And so that was a lot of fun to go do that. We collectively as a group, there's four of us in the group, and we all total as a group lost like 70 pounds, 75 pounds, I think. And so that was really good. Like I was really proud of all of us, even like if we won or not won, like it just that was really good for all of us just to like be healthy and make good choices and focus on our health and all of that. And so like I just was really proud of us as a group to be able to get that done. And we actually decided that we're going to take it another 3 months as well and do it again. So that's kind of fun too, like just to keep it going. Well, and it is nice too because then like when we're hanging out, like all of us have the same goals in mind, so we're making good choices when we're hanging out and you know picking good food options and all of that. So that is really helpful too. Have you guys ever done a weight loss challenge with your friends? I'd be interested to know if you have. My husband does one every year with his work buddies, and so this kind of coincided like with that one. Like it was at the same time frame as that one. So it is cool that like I don't know, I think it's just like popular for people. Well, I don't know if it's popular. I feel like it's popular because my husband does it every year. But it is like I don't know, just nice to see people like focusing on their health and trying to be better and make good choices and stuff. So that's kind of cool. I have this panic that my phone's going to like shut off again, so I feel like I'm trying to work at warp speed to get it done so that it doesn't shut off. So are you guys watching any good shows right now? We've been watching a lot of different things, but I don't like I feel like we're kind of in a rut right now trying to find something good to watch. I have been watching a lot of like true crime shows. My favorite is true crime. I really do enjoy watching. I don't know. I feel like that's like common with crocheters too. Like I feel like a lot of crochet people I watch, they're talking about like different true crime like podcasts or whatever that they're listening to, and I'm like, must be a thing with us crocheters. So yeah, I'll take all of your Netflix recommendations down below. Or well, actually, let's see. We have Netflix. We have Netflix. We have Prime. We have HBO Max. So I just watched a documentary on HBO Max about the Blake Lively thing, like the from over the movie that ends with us movie. And so I just finished that yesterday on HBO, and that was pretty good. Okay, so we are down to one square left. Like I said, I'm really trying to do like one whole row at a time when I work on this, so that I don't know, it's just one more row done, you know. It's a good like motivator to get that whole section done, I guess. Coming along. I'm really happy with it. I do feel like it just was a fun pattern. Like I've really enjoyed working on this blanket. And I was a little hesitant at first because, well, like I said, I'm blankets are overwhelming just because they are so long to work on, but this one has been fun and I've enjoyed it. So we're on the last square now, which is good. I'm excited to be done for today. I need to pull out the stuff to work on for my custom order. I need to shift gears and I'll work on that next. But it has been fun kind of working on this today. I don't know why, but I do tend to work on this one first before I work on other things. I don't know. I think it's a very easy pattern and like I don't know, therapeutic. Like it's relaxing to work on. I love coming to the end of the row because then you get to the end here and then you come up the side and just go all the way down and there's like no connecting happening and it's like super fast and it's like just very rewarding to like zip down the aisle, so to say. I do think too that like having custom orders and sometimes I'll sign up for pattern tests and stuff. I do think that that kind of takes away from me uploading a pattern to sell. And I think I should probably prioritize a little bit better. I don't know, doing these is a lot of fun too. So there's rewarding happening on all ends, I feel like. I think it'd be like super fun to sit here and crochet with my cat, but my cat doesn't like me. She likes my kids. I she's the weirdest cat. Like I don't even know. She is like my kids' cat though. Like she sits with them constantly. She sleeps with them. She sits with them during the day. She is their cat. It's funny cuz like if my kids aren't here, you know, like they're, you know, at an event or something, my cat will just sit and like meow like she's looking for her babies. It's so cute. But I love that. Like I love that she loves them. But I wish sometimes that she would just come and like sit on my lap too. She will come to me if I have food. So if I'm eating a sandwich or something, she wants to come over and have little pieces torn off for her. So she will like be around for that. As you're making this blanket, you like double crochet and then you have to slip stitch into the previous like double crochet. And sometimes I forget to do that. So then I have to go back and make sure that I did them all. Okay, so we've got it all finished. I got the row done and we are definitely over halfway, which is super happy. And you can see how pretty it is. Like I'm so in love. Like I love all the colors and how bright and cheery it is, but like in a muted kind of way. Oh, it just makes me so happy. I hope you guys are enjoying watching this blanket come together and watching like, I don't know, just every piece of it unfold. Like I hope you guys enjoy that part of it. I wanted to say thank you for hanging out with us today, and I hope you had fun just coming along with me. I had a lot of fun having you here and being able to like share it with you and experience it with you guys. I hope that you guys subscribe so that you can see like the updates and what's coming up and all of that, and be able to watch the next video with us, because we make videos every Wednesday. So I want you guys to subscribe so that you can come back and see us. If you like this video, make sure you like down below and then comment. Tell me what you guys are watching on Netflix. Let's see, what else are we talking about? Oh, if you guys have ever done the weight loss challenge, and if you're a crocheter, if you've ever crocheted a blanket, like what was your experience with all of that? So I wanna know all these things. Make sure to comment down below, because I love chatting with you guys in the comments. It's super fun just to get your guys' feedback on stuff, and it's a lot of fun to like interact with you guys and know that you guys are having fun and enjoying our videos. Make sure down below in the description, we have our Instagram linked. Make sure to follow us over there, because we do all kinds of reels and fun stuff over there, and a lot of like updated things, you know, like posts and whatever. So yeah, so stick around with us. We'd love to have you here. We also do have a Buy Me a Coffee page, so if you're interested in supporting our channel and helping us grow that way, we would love that, and we would totally shout you guys out on our video if you guys decide to do that. So anyways, thank you again. We enjoy like having you here. I hope you guys had a good time, and we will see you in our next video. Bye.